Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. Today I'll be presenting a topic that is very important in understanding sentence structure, noun phrase, and clause. My name is PUTRI Hazirah NASIR and my student ID is 2025118117. Now, let's look at the definition of a noun phrase. A noun phrase consists of a noun which is called the head and any dependent words that come before or after the head. These dependent words give more detail or information about the head noun. Noun phrases can function in three main ways within a sentence: as a subject, as an object, or as a complement. For example, in the sentence, the pretty girl is my sister. The phrase the pretty girl is a noun phrase and it functions as the subject. In the sentence, my father is a hardworking man, the phrase a hardworking man is also a noun phrase, but this time it functions as the complement of the sentence. Let's start by looking at the basic structure of a noun phrase. A noun phrase is a group of words built around a noun. It can include other elements that help describe or define the noun more clearly. On the screen, we have the example, a small cat in the box. We can break this into four parts. Determiner, which is A. This tells us which noun we're referring to. In this case, it's a cat, not a specific one, just any small cat. Premodifier, which is small. This comes before the noun and gives more information. Here, it tells us the size of the cat. Head noun, which is cat. This is the most important word in the phrase. The noun, the phrase is built in around post modifier in the box. This comes after the noun and adds more detail, specifically where the cat is. So the full structure is determiner plus premodifier plus head plus postmodifier. In English grammar, a noun phrase is a group of words that functions as a noun in a sentence. Within this phrase, we often include premodifiers, which is words that appear before the main noun to give more detail, specify meaning, or show relationships. There are several common types of premodifiers, and this slide organizes them clearly for us. So the first one is determiner plus noun. Determiners include articles like the, a, and an. They help specify which one or how many. For example, the clothes are very affordable. Here, the is the determiner and clothes is the noun. The second one is possessive adjective plus noun. These show ownership or relationship. Examples include my, your, our, their, her, his, and its. And another example is your phone is ringing. In this case, your tells us who owns the phone. The third one is demonstrative adjective plus noun. These point to specific items using words like this, that, this, and those. They also indicate distance, this or this for near, that or those for far. An example, those students are very kind. Those is the demonstrative adjective modifying the noun students. The fourth one is adjective plus noun. Here, we use descriptive words to give more information about the noun. These can describe qualities, size, color, shape, and so on. For example, she has cute cats. Cute is a descriptive adjective modifying cats. The fifth one is quantifier plus noun. Quantifiers tells us how much or how many, such as a lot of, some, few, or many. For example, she owns a lot of boutiques. A lot of is the quantifier showing quantity before the noun boutiques. And the last one is going to be number plus noun. This is very straightforward premodifier. Numbers like 1, 2, 3, etc. give exact quantity. For example, he has 2 books. Here, 2 modifies books by specifying the number. Now, let's move on to an important part of the noun phrase, the post modifier. Remember, in the structure of a noun phrase, the post modifier comes after the head noun and adds extra detail. These are really useful for making your writing more specific and informative. There are 5 common types of post modifiers and we'll go through each one with an example. For the first one is prepositional phrases. These begin with a preposition and give more information about the noun. For example, the bag on the chair is mine. On the chair tells us more about the bag, where it is. And the second one is ing phrases. These describe the noun using an ing form of a verb. For example, the girl playing the guitar is my friend. Here, playing the guitar tells us which girl we are talking about. The next one is relative clauses. These start with words like who, whom, which, or that. For example, the woman whom we saw yesterday is a singer. The clause gives more information about the woman. And we also have that clauses. These are often used after abstract nouns like idea, belief, or fact. For example, the fact that he lied shocked everyone. The clause that he lied explains what the fact was. And the last one is two infinitives. These often express purpose or intention. For example, her dream to be a teacher came true. To be a teacher explained what her dream was. Each of these post modifiers gives important information after the head noun, helping us understand it more fully. So when building a noun phrase, don't stop at the noun. Use post modifiers to expand and clarify your meaning. Now let's look at noun clauses, which are a special type of dependent clause. A noun clause functions just like a noun. It can be the subject, object of a preposition, or even a complement in a sentence. It often starts with question words or connecting words like who, what, why, how, whether, whoever, whatever, and so on. Let's look at the two examples on the screen. First, we have a subject noun clause. Whoever made this mess should clean it up now. Here, the entire clause, whoever made this mess, is the subject of the sentence. It tells us who should clean up. Next, an object noun clause. I still remember how the storm started. In this case, the clause how the storm started is acting as the object of the verb remember. It's what is being remembered. So, anytime a clause is doing the job of a noun, whether it's the subject, object, or complement, we call it a noun clause. Now let's take a look at common noun clauses. These are clauses that function like nouns in sentence. They can act as different parts of the sentence depending on their position and role. There are two main roles that noun clauses often play. First, as the object of preposition, and common prepositions include of, in, for, at, from, about, with, and on. For example, she is not aware of where the books were placed. Here, the noun clause where the books were placed follows the preposition of and serves as the object of that preposition. Second, as a complement. In this case, the noun clause completes the meaning of a linking verb such as seem, become, or be. For example, the truth is that he lied. Here, the noun clause that he lied completes the meaning of the verb is and tell us more about the truth. Now, it's time to test your understanding with a short practice activity. Let's start with the first section. The old man with the blue shirt is my uncle. Here, the noun phrase is the old man with the blue shirt. It acts as the subject of the sentence. The second one, he bought a basket of fresh grapes. In this sentence, the noun phrase is a basket of fresh grapes, which is the object of the verb bought. And the last one, her favorite part of the drama was the plot twist. The noun phrase here is her favorite part of the drama, which functions as the subject. Now let's move to the second section, noun clause. For the first one, I don't know where they went. The noun clause is where they went. It acts as the object of the verb know. And the second one is what she said made everyone shocked. Here, what she said is the noun clause serving as the subject of the sentence. And the third one, the problem is that nobody followed the rules. In this case, that nobody followed the rules is the noun clause functioning as a complement after the linking verb is.